we will discuss testing of significance of regression coefficient in the case of multiple regression. The regression coefficient will be partial regression coefficient, and if there are two independent variables, then there will be two partial regression coefficients. I am taking here the example of two independent variables. So null hypothesis will be b12.3 is equal to 0. That is partial regression coefficient of x2 on x1 controlling the effect of x3 is insignificant. And alternate hypothesis will be partial regression coefficient of x2 on x1 controlling the effect of x3 is significant. That b12.3 is not equal to 0. We can test the significance of regression coefficient through t-test. I am explaining here in case of first partial regression coefficient, that is b12.3. Similarly, we can test the significance of second regression coefficient b13.2. Their formula will be p is equal to estimated value of b12.3 minus value of b12.3 in case of population, that is in case of this hypothesis, divided by standard error b12.3. Now here b12.3 in case of hypothesis is 0, so b12.3 estimated over standard error b12.3, that will be the formula for t. Now, how can we calculate standard error of b12.3? Formula is standard error of estimate square over sigma x2 minus mean 2 square and 1 minus r23 square. R23, that is two independent variables. Coefficient of correlation between two independent variables. If it will be very high, as I told you in case of multiple regression, that there is assumption that there should not be any multicollinearity. If there will be multicollinearity, that means there will be perfect relation or high correlation between independent variables, then this R23 will be very high. In case of perfect, it will be 1. If it is 1, then this value will be 1 minus 1, 0, and there will be 0 in denominator, and so standard error will be infinite, and this value of t will be 0 because here standard error is in denominator. And in denominator, it will be infinity, then value of t will be 0. If t will be 0, then regression coefficient will be insignificant. Even though it will be significant, but if there is multicollinearity, then results will be that regression coefficient is insignificant. So there we should check the multicollinearity first before fitting the regression coefficient, regression equation. If there is multicollinearity, then regression will not give adequate results. So we should remove multicollinearity first. After that we should fit the regression model. Then standard error of estimate can be calculated through this formula: standard deviation 1 square 1 minus r1.23 square. This is the multiple correlation when dependent variable is x1. Similarly, we can test the significance of another partial regression coefficient in case of regression equation x1 on x2 and x3. Here, null hypothesis will be b13.2 is equal to 0. That is partial regression coefficient of x3 on x1 controlling the effect of x2 is insignificant. And alternate will be b13.2 is not equal to 0. That is partial regression coefficient of x3 on x1 controlling the effect of x2 is significant. In the similar way, we can calculate t, and here in the denominator it will be x3 minus mean of x3 square, and the rest formula is same, that is b13.2 estimated over standard error of b132. By applying this formula, we can calculate t, and then this t calculated is compared with t tabulated with given degrees of freedom. The degrees of freedom will be n minus 3, that is number of observations, minus number of estimates. In case of two independent variables, we estimate three parameters: a, b12.3 and b13.2. A is constant, that is value of dependent variable when both independent variables are 0. So due to three estimates, we will subtract 3 from the number of observations to calculate degrees of freedom. And with the help of the degrees of freedom at given level of significance, we check the tabulated value of t and then that tabulated value of t is compared with calculated value of t. If calculated value of t is more than tabulated value of t, then null hypothesis may be rejected. Basically, if it falls under the rejection region, it's not always that it is greater than calculated value. If it falls under the rejection region, then null hypothesis may be rejected. Then here is the example, practical questions which we can solve through by applying these formulas. Here x1, x2, x3 are given, and mean of x1 is 80, mean of x2 is 10, mean of x3 is 4, and standard deviation of x1 is 6, standard deviation of x2 is 2, and standard deviation of x3 is 1. And this is the correlation matrix which shows the correlation between x1, x2, x3. That is intercorrelation. Correlation between x1 and x1, x1 and x2, x1 and x3, x2 and x3. These correlations are given in this table. Definitely correlation between x1 and x2 is always equal to x2 and x1 because correlation follows the property of symmetry. From this, these values, we can fit the regression equation of x1 on x2 and x3. This I have already explained.
मैम आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
How can you fit the regression equation of x1 on x2 and x3? You can watch my video on this fitting of regression model in case of multiple regression. And after that, these are the values after fitting the regression equation. We will find out that b12.3 will be 2.5 and b13.2 will be -1. Now, for testing the significance of these regression coefficients, first of all, we will calculate R1.23 square. By substituting the values of R12 square, 0.7, R13 square, R12.7, R13.5, and R23.8. In this formula, we will calculate R1.23 square, it will be 0.5. After that, we will calculate standard error of estimate. This will be calculated through this formula, standard deviation 1 square, 1 minus R1.23 square. This will come out to be 18. Then standard error of estimate, this is square, and standard error of estimate can be calculated by taking square root of this 18. It will be 4.24. Now, for calculating standard error of regression coefficient, we will have to first calculate this sigma x2 minus x2 mean square and 1 minus R23 square. You are given R23.8. Therefore, value of 1 minus R23 square will be 0.36. Sigma x2 minus mean of x2 square, it can be calculated through this formula, and standard deviation 2 square. N is 20 into standard deviation 2 is given in the question 2, and 20 into 4 it will be 80, right? Now substituting the values of sigma x2 minus mean x2 square, R123 square, and standard error. In this formula, we can calculate standard error of regression coefficient. And this comes out to be standard error of regression coefficient. It comes out to be 0.79. And substituting the value of this standard error of estimate, that is 0.79, in this formula of t, we can calculate value of t. This will be 3.16. Now degrees of freedom are n minus 3, that is 17. For 17 degrees of freedom, tabulated value of p is 2.110 at 5% level of significance. Since calculated value of t, that is 3.16, it is more than 2.110, that is, it lies beyond the limits of acceptance region. So null hypothesis may be rejected. That means partial regression. If null hypothesis will be rejected, then alternate will be accepted, and the alternate is partial regression coefficient of x2 on x1 controlling the effect of x3. It is significant. In the same way, we can test the significance of regression coefficient in case of partial regression coefficient of x3 on x1 controlling the effect of x2.